As of now, I'm still up here, $800,000 here on my crypto and Bitcoin long positions. And my target is at a minimum going to be $2 million here in profit. And as of now, the Bitcoin price is moving further to the upside. Are we going to see a massive move in the next 24 hours moving forward? And as well, look at this. This indicator has never been wrong before. And it is predicting a Bitcoin cycle target here that is so insane that I even couldn't believe it myself. So you're going to have to watch this video all the way until the end because this is going to be an absolute special video. As I already told you guys here, $800,000 here in profit here. As you guys can see, my Cardano trade, Solana trade, Ethereum trade, Bitcoin trade, all in a massive profit. Cardano and Solana over the weekend were having a little bit of a slight mover to the downside, but as you guys can see, I'm still in a massive profit. And so I'm going to continue to hold this trade. I am not worried at all. I posted this trade also inside my Telegram. I have a completely free link that you can join over here, free to join the Telegram. All you have to do is sign up with BTCC exchange right over here, get a 10% deposit bonus on your first deposit, and then send me a DM over here on Telegram, and I will actually add you here to the private channel. So in there, I will post extra analysis, extra trades, and it is completely free to join. So anyway, are we going to see a massive move to the upside in the next 24 hours? Well, in my opinion, probably very, very likely, because we already have the momentum over here. We are moving slightly here to the upside. We are about here to break the highs. And if we do, guys, we're going to have to take down here a lot of these liquidations. So a lot of people are going to be liquidated, probably pushing us further here to the upside. Just going here to the two-week chart, you can see bunch of short positions right over here opened here in the last 24 hours. And those are all going to be liquidated the moment that the Bitcoin price moves here above this high. We are coming very, very close to it. And once these positions are going to be liquidated, well, guess what? We are going to move very, very closely here towards the all-time high. And once we break it, well, it is going to become a big, big party here for the bulls, because every single time throughout this whole cycle that we have broken a high from a sideways range, we always saw a significant rally to the upside. And especially now, because this is the all-time high, this is probably going to result in a significant rally to the upside. And the reason is very, very simple. Now, I've been trading here Bitcoin for about 9 years, and we see something repeating over and over again, and that is hype. People love to buy Bitcoin when it's on the news, when people tweet about it, when Elon Musk tweets about it, when the president tweets about it. That's when people buy Bitcoin. They don't really consider if it's a good moment to buy in the cycle. They don't really take into account indicators or analysis. They just buy whenever there's hype. So that's a very good indicator to know where the Bitcoin price tends to move. And if you break an all-time high, generally what happens is Bitcoin tends to be promoted on the news, people tend to tweet about it, companies tend to buy it, and so this whole hype results in more people buying Bitcoin, pushing the price further to the upside. So we saw this as you guys can see over here at the last all-time high here. Back here in March 2024, we set an all-time high. Once we broke it over here in November, look at this, massive rally to the upside, just like that, in a matter of days over here. We had about a 45% move here to the upside. Now, this was all, of course, again, because of the president. People were speculating that Bitcoin was going to be part of a Bitcoin strategic reserve. Now, I don't really know if there's a reserve yet. I think they're still actually working on it. But what we do actually know is that once we're going to break this all-time high, we are going to see a massive continuation over here to the upside. Now, that could probably be a 40% move to the upside. It could be a 60% move to the upside. But in my opinion, I'm still looking here to close this position here at a minimum, $2 million. So I will probably hold it. And I think, well, we're almost at $1 million. I think with the next pump, it should probably get closer here to $2 to $3 million. So it's just a matter here of waiting. Once the all-time high is going to be broken, big pumper to the upside, 140, 150, $160,000 are all in my sight right now. And actually, if I go back here to this breaking of the all-time high, I can remember this distinctly back here in 2021. Once we broke this all-time high here at $41,000, all the way back here in 2021, you can see we had also a massive move over here to the upside that accounted over here for about a 38% move to the upside. So that was actually quite closer to the all-time high, but it does actually show you that once you break an all-time high, generally speaking, it is followed by a bunch of momentum, especially after a sideways action like this. So in my opinion, again, holding this position, not cashing it out, especially those liquidations, they're going to be destroyed, probably pushing the price here further to the upside. And with that, it is going to become a big party. And I'm going to be enjoying that party because I'm long. So anyway, going over here to the special indicator that I wanted to talk about. This is basically just the RSI indicator. It's a very simple indicator. RSI, everybody knows about this. It's like the first indicator that you use when you start trading is the RSI. But if you actually go here to the monthly chart, you can see something very interesting. And that is that the Bitcoin price always tops out here when the RSI is around 92. Now you can see a little bit of a regressive line that has been taking place here for the last couple of years. So we can actually say that's very likely that if the Bitcoin price, well, if the RSI is going to top again out here around the same level, it is probably going to be here around 89, 90 in the overbought RSI level here on the monthly. So we can again see these exact peaks over here playing out over and over again. So if I actually go over here to my own indicator, it's called the Team Underground indicator. It's free trading for you. Just check it out. What we can actually do here is we can set the RSI overbought over here on the monthly time frame to 90. And what this actually does is it shows us where the Bitcoin price has to go for this exact RSI level to be hit again. So currently it is sitting around 300,000 US dollar. Now it is very common for this indicator to move a little bit to the downside. So we can see that over here, this all-time high, for example, is the RSI was moving a little bit here to the downside as well. It tends to move to the downside and the RSI indicator tends to adjust again when the price moves further to the upside. So it's very likely we are going to be looking here at around 250, 240,000 US dollar here as a target here, conservative target here for this cycle, if we again touch here this regressive line here to the downside. So we can again see all these peaks here every single time resulted in the Bitcoin price topping out and seeing its all-time high. So again, 300,000 US dollar is where we currently have to hit for the RSI to also hit here the 90 level, which again is going to be touching this line. But as I told you guys, we're going to see the RSI probably reset a little bit. It's probably still going to take here a couple months for us to hit that level. So in my opinion, somewhere around 250,000 US dollar is the target here for the RSI, which is very close to my target here of 200,000 US dollar I've been talking about here for years and many, many months. So with that in mind, guys, I am going to be looking here to close this position a little bit earlier, probably not 200,000 US dollar. I don't want to be paying all those funding fees, so I'm just going to have to wait it out here a little bit. So I will probably cash it out here around 140, 150,000 US dollar. Again, over $2 million is going to be my target, and then just wait for a correction and re-enter a new long position. Now again, I'm going to be posting all my trades here inside the Telegram. It is completely free to join. All you have to do is, again, sign up over here on BTCC Exchange. You can just sign up over here with the link in the description. As you guys can see over here, I currently have here about 900,000 US dollar, 8.5 Bitcoin over here on this exchange. Actually, if you move your funds from Bybit or any other exchange, you get a 10% deposit bonus. So for example, if you deposit over here 100,000 US dollar, you get $10,000 free to trade with. So it's a free 10% bonus when you just move your funds here to this exchange. So all you can do is very simple again, just sign up over here with this link, claim that 10% deposit, and then send me a DM here for the Telegram. So not only do you get a 10% deposit bonus, you also are able to join my Telegram, where I'm going to be posting extra analysis, extra trades, all of that good stuff. So as a YouTuber, I enjoy making these videos, and I also want to offer you guys something very, very nice that is going to be helpful and helping you guys here in your trading journey. So if you are, again, a trader and you want to be trading here on BTCC Exchange, I have a link in the description so you can claim a 10% deposit bonus. Now, moving over here quickly to the news, we're seeing that the Chinese company DDC Enterprise is currently adopting a strategic Bitcoin reserve. So it is very interesting that the Chinese are right now also interested in Bitcoin. It was banned for a very, very long time. It was looked down on. But now because of the president, the Chinese also want to get a piece of the pie here, of the Bitcoin pie. And they don't want us to accumulate all the Bitcoin. It seems like the Chinese, well, to be honest, I think the Chinese in general, they're very money hungry. They really love to grow their economy and stuff like that. So they can't really be staying behind here. When they see the president, of course, talking about Bitcoin in the USA and talking about a strategic Bitcoin reserve, I think the Chinese are also getting interested and also a little bit worried that they're going to be staying behind. So we're seeing now a Chinese company here rising here, launching a strategic reserve, which is going to be, again, very, very good for Bitcoin. Let the Chinese buy, let us get richer, and hopefully give me more money so I can make more money on my long, of course, because I love money. Anyway, going here to this interesting video where we can see Bitcoin versus gold. If you had a DCA strategy here of $50 a week here on gold versus Bitcoin, you would be having, let's go all the way here to the back. Oh, there's a song here, which I don't want to play. Anyway, you would have here about 140,000 US dollar in Bitcoin and $35,000 here in gold. And then you would in total have invested about 20,000 US dollar. So this actually, again, it shows you that Bitcoin is outperforming basically everything, and also gold. So I have some people that I know, some friends, which are really fan of gold, saying, oh, gold has recently risen so much. Why don't you buy more gold? But again, if you just DCA Bitcoin and you look at it over time, Bitcoin easily beats gold. And this, again, this chart over here proves it. Again, $20,000 invested. Again, $50 that you just invest weekly DCA. Starting in 2018, you would now have $140,000 in Bitcoin. This will probably keep rising. This will probably be $1 million in the next 10 years or so. So anyway, Going to the next tweet over here, the last tweet, this is from Bybit. Very famous trader here, 150,000 followers here on X, which is also actually saying that he very likely expects here the market to have a big move here to the upside as well. He's saying it's a great time to buy. You know, the president literally said it's a good time to buy. We're going to eat the dip. We won't see very long time, and I'm bidding here. Buy the fucking dip is back. So Bybit is also saying he's buying the dip, just like me, exactly at the same area over here. Bought the exact dip a little bit after that, but regardless of that, still bought the dip very nicely. So this trader as well is very bullish here on the Bitcoin price here as well. So it seems a lot of the big traders are getting very bullish. And so again, I think once we're going to break at all-time high over here, guys, watch that exact level. Big move here to the upside. So I'm excited. And yeah, I hope to see you guys, of course, in my next video. Bye.